Baku, Azerbaijan, the capital. We're really not sure what to expect. Azerbaijan has just built its very first ski resort, Shahdag.
If the plan works out, we get there, we can ski for a few days, assess the situation, see what kind of mountains are around and above Mount Shahdag, get out there, try to get above where the ski lifts are even, and ski tour outside of that.
I'm actually probably the most excited just to explore a new country. I love seeing all the people and the way they dress and all the new foods and checking out a new mountain range. And then if we get some good powder skiing on top of that, that'll make for a pretty perfect trip. We're headed out of Baku up to Shahdag, and hopefully there'll be some snow when we get there.
There's proof that there are large mountains and there's snow on them, so we're looking pretty good. This is a totally new recreation for this country, and they're just getting into it. It was sometimes pretty entertaining to watch people crash or watch the outfits and what they were all doing.
Just seeing all the smiles and the enthusiasm from these people that don't have any ski culture at all here, it's just been really entertaining to watch these people learn.
Springtime in the Caucasus here, skiing Shahdag, skiing some groomers.
I'm really hoping that we get some snow because the terrain around here looks pretty incredible, and it'd be great to be able to get out there and explore some of this other stuff.
Doing a couple of days of recon and rest around here, but now it's just powder skiing. Seems like we're on the tail end of the storm. Sun's starting to poke out. We're still having some flurries, and the weather should be clearing.
Yeah, it looks like we have a bluebird powder day ahead of us. Things have changed really fast in the last run.
It was great to show up and be here for the largest snowfall that they've seen thus far in the season. I think it looked pretty incredible. You know, at Ski a Run, it was awesome powder skiing. You know, get to the bottom and watch Hana ski, and it was pretty incredible visuals as far as where we were skiing with the snow consistency we had.
All that new snow we got was incredibly light. It was just blower pow. I mean, there was definitely even a little bit of choking going on. It was really, really fun, and snow was flying everywhere, and we were very lucky. We took a day trip out to Hinalak, which is a 800-year-old civilization that has been pretty secluded, so they actually developed their own language and had their own building structures. It was a kind of a harrowing driving experience. We were cruising pretty fast up this tight little canyon, and we actually got to a point in the road where the cars wouldn't make it anymore, and some of the cars never made it up, but it made for an interesting experience.
Get up to this very small town that, you know, is isolated, and I was always striving for questions on, you know, what does everybody do and why are they up here?
The local people were all excited to see us. I think everyone was coming out on their roofs to kind of peer around at the foreigners.
Everybody welcomed us in their house, and they wanted to serve us tea and have bread. And
Yeah, I express my thankfulness. Yeah, yeah, you are always welcome. Yeah, just feel like you are at your home. At your home.
You know, it's just amazing the hospitality and the warmth of people when you go on these kind of trips. A lot of times it's a much greater gift from a travel experience than just the skiing alone.
When we skinned up to the top of the ridge, Dylan noticed this couloir out across the valley that looked like it probably went through.
Cruise across the boulder field, climb up the couloir, if it is connected all the way, which it looks that way with the nature of the terrain right there, and then get all the way up in there. Luckily we had the assistance of Gabby and all the PGI crew, and they got us up there in the cat with a little assist, got us to about 2,200 meters. Definitely looks cooler at the top all the way to the ridgeline, but this one, maybe we can piece it together. Good to go get into some different terrain. The snow wasn't that great, but at least it was aesthetic, and I don't think anybody else has ever skied there before.
It wasn't ideal conditions up in the couloir, but just to be up there skiing something that no one else had ever skied before was a pretty awesome cap to our trip.
So we managed to get almost to 3,000 meters up what we have coined the Schoenemann Swivel, due to the fact that Randy Schoenemann is one of the guys who got us here, and really cool aesthetics, big cliff walls, something different from what we were doing.
We were really lucky to get that new snow, and we were able to get out and explore a lot of this surrounding terrain, and we also had some incredible interactions with just the people and the culture here in Azerbaijan, which was really special.
Sometimes it's the most satisfying experience to have. You go outside of your country, see these places, and get this reward of this travel and meet all these people. That's what I'll take away from this trip a lot, is, you know, the overwhelming hospitality that we've been granted by the Azerbaijani people, and just to see how the skiing culture here could flourish.